Hello student, my name is Vrishali Mamal and I am assistant professor in political science subject from Government College Arts, Science and Commerce, Sangli. So today's program is for TYBA subject political science semester 6. Course code is POC 106. Course title is Western Political Thinkers from Rousseau to Marx. Unit number 5, Karl Marx. Module name is Karl Marx Views on Classless Society. The outline of the program is Karl Marx Views on Classless Society, the way state came into being according to Karl Marx. The learning outcome of the program is the student will able to understand the views of Karl Marx on classless society, will be able to understand the process of state origin. Now we will start with the Karl Marx views on classless society. To Marx, class represents a very important entity. The dictatorship of the proletariat is a transition to the abolition of all classes and to the creation of a society of a free and equal. Here, Karl Marx says that proletariat is in the form to abolish all the classes which are being ruled or dealt by the bourgeois class. And proletariat want to establish or create a society which is free and equal for everyone and not to create a separate society. The ultimate goal was not a proletarian dictatorship but a classless society. As rightly said, that proletarian want a equality or when this equality will get, that is the society will be dealing with no class system, or when society will be a classless society. The goal was unattainable as the state survived because the state by its nature could never be anything but an organ of class rule. So state is the organ of class rule and not a part or not a whole of the class. The proletariat will ultimately establish its own supremacy as a class when society will represent not as a group of mutually antagonistic classes but an association in which the free development of each should be the condition for the free development of all. So here Karl Marx says that it has to be an association which is for the free development for everyone who are living in the society, whether they are coming from the proletariat class or whether they are coming from the bourgeois, but he want to finish the bourgeois class. Course of development of class distinction have disappeared and all the production has been concentrated in the hands of a vast association of the whole nation. The state will lose its political character and will wither away as there are no capitalists now whose interest it had been serving all through. So here they are saying when proletariat will achieve a classless society, there won't be anyone who is dealing with the political level. And when political character will slowly finish, there won't be any capitalist whose interests will be maintained in the form of political way. Bourgeois ideologists had pictured the state as some kind of supernatural force given to man by providence since time immemorial. It is supposedly had no class character and was merely an anonymous instrument of order, an arbiter called upon to resolve dispute which arose between peoples regardless of their class affiliation. This kind of theory of state served to justify the privileges of the bourgeoisie and the existence of the exploitation and the capitalism. For Marx, bourgeoisie ideologists had demonstrated that the state is not something introduced into society from outside, but it is a product of a society from the internal development. So here, bourgeoisie's ideology or bourgeoisie's aim has demonstrated the state, demonstrated the state into a society from inside, but it is the product of internal society. For Marx, the state has not always existed. Primitive society, which had not private property and no classes, had no state either. So, the primitive or the first society had no concept of private property, had no concept of class, and had no concept of state. So, the primitive society was a classless society. There were certain social functions, but they were performed by men chosen by all of the society, which had the right to dismiss these people at any time and to appoint others. The primitive society disintegrated by the development of productive forces. The private property appeared, accompanied by the class slaves and class owner. So when the private property had entered, it already started creating a class slaves and also the slave owner. So indirectly they were having the class of bourgeoisie and the class of proletariat. So when it had come during the private property concept. It became necessary to provide private property, the rule, and the security of its owner, and this brought the state into being. So here Marx says that it is because to protect a private property, the rule, and to secure the owner of the private property, the concept of state came into being. The birth of the state and its further development were accompanied by a fierce class struggle. It is thus evident that the state is a product of class society. So, when we are having a state, for Marx, he says that it is a complete outcome of the class society. So, when there will be no class, this means that there won't be any state. In an antagonistic class society, the state is a political instrument, a machine for maintaining the rule of one class over another. So, class society is dealing with the state. When it's dealing with the state, we are indirectly or directly dependent on the political instrument to save the private property, and from private property we are getting a state, and to save everything or to protect everything we are dealing with the political instrument. The state had clearly defined class character being the principal component of the superstructure founded on the economic basis of society. State takes every measure to strengthen and protect this basis. Here are the references. Thank you.